Hey, what's up everybody? We are back today with a full stealth-based no-kills walkthrough for completing Mission 4, The Royal Physician. On this mission, we will be picking up all the collectibles. That means blueprints, bone charms, runes, and paintings. It's time to go kidnap Sokolov, so sit back, relax, and enjoy.
What do you think, Corvo? Caldwell's Bridge. You've been in the city for years, but you lived in Dunwall Tower with the late Empress, so maybe you haven't visited the bridge before tonight. Something to look out for. See all them lights on the water? That's right, we'll be spotted for sure. You're gonna have to shut off their power before I can pick you up. Now, about bringing Sokolov back alive. He's smart. Maybe even smarter than Piero. Got the whole of Dunwall under his thumb with all that natural philosophy business. New technology, potions, and the like. Seems dangerous to me. But what do I know? Here we are. I'll meet you at the arches under Sokolov's place when you're ready, Corvo. Assuming, of course, you've taken care of those floodlights.
Yes, assuming we took care of those floodlights. Alright, once you get up in here, sneak, make sure you have blink equipped. Head over here. We're gonna head blink over here. To get up here, we're gonna get up on top of this green awning, get up on top of this ductwork. Over here, get up on top of here, and then we're gonna blink down in this guard shack. Take out this guard, drop him down, back out, and we're gonna go up on top of the guard shack. We're gonna go back here, right by this pillar, swing around, choke this guy out, pick him up, open up the trash bin, throw him inside. As you're making all those moves, make sure that there isn't a guard standing right here looking at you.
Now active. No foot traffic is allowed across Caldwell's Bridge until curfew is lifted. Attention all citizens. No pedestrian movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period. Curfew will begin tomorrow morning at sunrise.
Now that we've picked this guard up, we're going to get up on top of this building here. And we're just going to set him down temporarily. After we set him down, we're going to look down here and wait for this guard to move. If you're in a hurry, you can always sleep dart him. He's not worth wasting a sleep dart on because he's going to move and you're going to be able to take him out in just a bit. So just wait for him to do his thing. We'll encourage him to move if we do the waiting dance. Come on, you know you got to go to the bathroom. Come on. Come on. I promise he'll move. You could throw a rock at him like, hey. There we go. He's gonna pop out. And he does like to turn around and go to the bathroom. But we're not gonna wait on it. We're just gonna get him. Alright, now that we got him, we'll turn around here, crack the trash bin open, grab some copper wire, hide the body. We will go back up top here, grab this body, drop down in the trash bin, toss it in, close the lid. 2 bodies have been hidden. Now we're going to head in here, grab some bullets, grab one more body. Head around here, chuck him in the bin.
Citizens and visitors to our city, by order of the regent,
Close the lid.
is now active. No foot
Head in
traffic is
here,
allowed across
sneak, close the
Caldwell's
door behind you just for good measure. And if you head over here, there is some Tivian ore to be picked up. 2 pieces. From here, around here, and there is a bit of money to be grabbed over here. Money. If you need a little bit of food, grab some food. It's hard not to loot the food. You just want to mash your button until you can pick everything up, regardless of whether you need it or not. I understand how you feel. Trust me. Okay, now we're going to head up in here. And we're going to head around and pick up the warehouse key. Now that door downstairs is locked. You will need this key in order to open it if you choose to go out that direction. We will not be going out that direction. That's going to be your one and only blueprint for this area. Here is a mana potion if you need it, more food if you also want to pick that up. Now we're going to head around here. And you need to get over here and pick up a whale oil tank. Just to give you some alternate ways to get over there, you can obviously blink, but another way to do it is to turn the crank wheel and send the chain all the way over there, and then you can come over here, jump at the chain, and then jump down, grab yourself a whale oil tank, and you can drop back down here. So whatever works best for you, just an alternate way to do it maybe. Once that gets activated, go ahead and get up in the rail car, hit the lever, sneak, and take a ride on the ready. Once you get over here, get out of the rail car. Swing over here ever so carefully. Watch out for the guards that like to stand right here, but hit a blink over here. Once you get inside here, right out the side window.
Citizens and visitors to our city. By order
Safest way to do this is to actually just get over here
no foot traffic is
and
allowed
drop down.
across Aldman's Bridge
That way you don't get
until
spotted by a
curfew is
guard
lifted.
that walks in front of here.
Attention all citizens.
Once you get over here,
No
get on the
pedestrian
chain
movement is allowed along Caldwell's Bridge during this period.
all the way up,
Curfew will end tomorrow morning
up,
at
up.
sunrise.
Onto the balcony, inside. Hit this. There's no more loot in here. You may be tempted to smash these boards out and go back through that door, but that is just going to alert the guards, so don't even do that to yourself. Just head through here, step up, and take a look at where this guard is. Head down, up over, grab him. There's a guard behind you as well you need to watch out for, so you're going to hide his body right here. Turn on dark vision and watch for this guy. He doesn't walk all the way up here, so you don't have to worry about that. He's just going to stop at the top of the stairs. He'll stand there very briefly and then turn around and walk back away. When he does that, just go ahead and snatch him up. Grab him, and we're going to bring him up here too. And set him down. Now, be careful that this guard is not in the way of the the walkway coming down here. We're gonna lower this. Now, there is another way to get through here if you come in from a different direction. I'll show you that as we leave. As you cross the bridge, watch out in this top room. There's a weeper up in there. When we get closer, we're gonna turn on dark vision. So we can get an eye on him. Where he is completely random for me. Sometimes he's in the back room, sometimes he's in the front room, sometimes he comes from the back room to the front room. You just have to really watch out for him. A good idea if you're not comfortable with making that move might be to save your game before you walk in here and attack him, just because he really does like to move around in weird ways and it can be difficult to snatch him. The easiest place to get him, if you can get him to do it, is to wait for him to walk out here, hang out, and then he'll turn around and walk back in the room, and then when he's walking back up in the room, you can do a blink up onto the balcony and snatch him up. Now, I was talking about a different way of getting in here. So we'll go down to street level here. And so if you have the extended reach blink, you can get from this boat over to this side without dropping the drawbridge and then get up to that balcony. It just makes it a little bit more complicated. If you do decide to come in this way, you can hide here, and wait for that guard that we took out on this walkway. He'll kind of stand at the end of these crates and eventually turn around. You can snatch him up and then just go get behind the guy up here as he turns around and walks to the control panel. So you could do it either way. I just like to do it the way we came in because it's much easier in my opinion. Once you get them all cleaned up though, I'm gonna head up here. And if you take a look around, there is only one rune and one bone charm in here. So no more runes, no more bone charms to be cleaned up. But before you exit this door, turn on dark vision. Make sure you know where all the guards are at. No one is really looking at us right now, so we're gonna make the move into the next area. Once you get here, sneak and save your game. Alright, now that we saved our game, we are going to go ahead and put blink on.
Even a wealthy man like you needs the city watch. Gangs
And we are going to blink up onto this balcony.
Excuse me, the plague victims.
If you want to blink over here, that's fine too. You're just waiting for these guys down here to get done talking.
Me, officer. But don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll profit. A smart man can come out ahead, even in the time of plague.
Sure, like that Sokolov. He's doing fine. Always
Eventually they'll break up,
coming
and you'll be able to get down there.
Keeps this place running, at least for now.
Yes, yes, if by exotic you mean foul-smelling as a witch's bottom. The royal physician will be fine too, until he crosses the wrong man.
They're going to break up right now. Wait for this guard to walk down these stairs a little bit, and as he gets down there, I want you to blink behind this guy and take him out. Pick him up and just move him over a little bit. No, it's not worth chancing dropping him and having him make enough noise to alert this guard to your presence. Then pop down here, crack open the door, take this guard out. Once you've snatched him, head back up inside, and we're just going to stash the bodies up on this roof. Body number 1. Wow, that guy dropped like a ton of bricks. Drop down here. We'll grab Pinochet's body. Whatever. Head up here with it. And drop him in the corner. Those two guys hang out together. And once you get that taken care of, we're going to head into his house. Use his door to crack open. Or use his key to get in here. 4. Keep that in mind. It's going to be part of a safe combination that you're going to want to be getting into just a bit later to pick up a rune. Grab this war medal. Next floor, make a right. 3. Take note of that. 4, 3. Head inside here. Over here, unlock this. Grab that. Grab this. And then go ahead and get a little bit of food if you're interested. Otherwise, we're going to use the free mana potion and head upstairs. So far the safe code that we know is 4 and then 3. Heading further up, you'll find one more painting and you will find a 7. You just don't know what order to put them in. In order to figure that out, read this. And it tells you the crowded streets is the first one, that's 4. The whaling ship is the last one, that is 7. And the slaughterhouse was the second one. That's 3, so your code is going to be 473. Go over here and grab this. If you need a little bit of health for any reason, there's a S&J health elixir or a Sokolov health elixir there. Come over here, punch in the code 473. Once that opens up, go ahead and grab your rune. 1, 2, head out of here. Put dark vision back on and head up these stairs. Sneak, turn on dark vision, and check out where this guy is. Alright? What you want him to be doing is what he was just doing, which is leaning over a balcony on the other side of the room. However, right now, he's walking over to this side. So, if you can catch him in transition, that's fine. If you don't catch him in transition, you can catch him while he's standing over there. Just make sure he has been standing there for not too long, otherwise he's going to turn around on you. But I like to catch him in transition if that's possible. Just choke him out, drop him in the room, and pick up thought there was a little bit of money over. Yes, there is. Grab a little bit of money, have some medicinal herbs, a rune from the Outsider Shrine.
Rivers change course over many lifetimes, and eventually all bridges tumble down. 1,000 years ago, there was another city on this spot. The people carved the bones of whales into runes and inscribed them with my mark. Children still find them washed up in the river mud. Anton Sokolov has made a great study of my runes, but he's not special like you are. He wasn't chosen, and he doesn't wear my mark, so he can't unlock their secrets.
I'm special.
Sokolov believes there are specific words and acts that can compel me to appear before him. He searches old temples in Pendicia and ruined sub-basements in the flooded district. He performs disgusting rituals beneath the old abbey. But if he really wants to meet me, he could start by being a bit more interesting.
Alright, there is our Outsider and our rune from him. Once you have picked that up, head outside and gonna get up on top of this HVAC unit. Pop over here to this rooftop. Pop over here to this rooftop and head down into here. Just grab a little bit of money. Nothing else to really be had in this building. Once you grab the money, head back up, hang a right, get up on top of here. You're gonna go all the way to the other side. Alright, and then from here, save your game. Alright, now that we saved our game, go ahead and sneak and let me make a quick observation. If you've been following along in the video as I have shown you, then the next sequence of events and conversations will play out as I show them in the video, more or less. There's a bit of RNG with regards to a fight that breaks out between a few thugs and some of the Royal Guard, and who survives can be a bit variable. However, in general, what you're about to see is what will play out in your game. Now, keep that in mind. If you have been down on the street level in this area exploring, it's likely you already triggered this conversation and this sequence of events, and by the time you get to this rooftop vantage point, it will already be in process, and depending on how long you took to get up here, it may already be over with. So keep in mind what I'm showing you is specific to you having followed along just as I have shown it. We're going to go ahead and blink down here on the right-hand side of this guard shack and keep from getting fried by the pylon. Then we are going to take a crossbow bolt sleep dart, and we are going to sleep dart this guy.
Fun to watch him turn to ash.
He's out of the way.
There was a time when we didn't need these things to keep a gang of kids down.
You don't
think since the plague hit, none
need
of them
to
expect
take him
to live
out.
past
You can take
20.
him out a little bit
So why be
later,
scared of
but
anything?
sometimes he sees what goes on down here, and it's better just to take him out now. Now, what we're going to do is put on dark vision, and I'm going to show you that there's a guard standing right here. You can see his foot, right? You're waiting for this guy to walk up here and start yelling at a couple guys that are going to try to rush the guard post. That's the combat that I was telling you that it's a bit gamey. It just depends based on RNG, who survives, whatever. But eventually he walks up, yells at them, a fight breaks out, and that's kind of when you make your move to disable this shocker. There he goes, he's moving. Go ahead and cancel dark vision, re-enable it, and then put your sleep dart on, drop down. And as he yells, you're gonna sleep dart this guy.
Hey, you there! Show yourself! City Watch, wake up! We've got some lowlife breaking curfew! You're going down!
Alright. Both of the thugs got taken out there. This guy should walk back up inside this if he doesn't see the guard that got taken out. If he does, get yourself back up on top of the guard post and just wait for him to stop being alerted. If all things go perfectly, he walks back in, and you can just get up in here and choke him out. The reason that I put the whale oil tank back in was to allow it to kill one of the thugs, because this guy got taken out pretty early. Sometimes, not all of the thugs get taken out. In order to ensure that you don't walk face first into one when you're exploring down here now, come over here and look around with dark vision. It's likely that the other thug is up in this area. Another note, if that thug didn't get taken out, sometimes he just hangs out in here with his back to this wall and doesn't move, or he paces back and forth very quickly and it's hard to take him out. There's a bit of loot to be had on this side of the bridge on the lower level. However, you can't get to it if he's standing here using this doorway. There is another way to get there, which I want to show you. So we're going to head up in here, get a bit of money, and a rewire tool. So rewire tool, medicinal herbs, money off the table. Alright, now that we've gotten that, we're going to drop down here. I want you to ever so carefully make your way over to this side and take note of these stairs. They lead down like this. There is another set of stairs all the way in the back here, though, that leads down to this level and allows you to go underneath the bridge. When you go underneath the bridge and get on this side, you're gonna see that there are some boats down here. In this boat, processed whale oil and a couple Sokolov elixirs. So if we go up these stairs, you'll see what I was talking about. This is that doorway. This is where the thug could be standing if he's still alive. Just an alternate way to get at that. Now, I want you to make your way over here while sneaking, and I want you to snatch this body. There are a couple guards in here. Alright? For whatever reason, they have 20/20 vision and can see that guard sometimes, and it screws up a perfect takedown scenario that can go on in here. So as you're approaching this, watch out for that guy. Make sure he's turned like he is now, and it will allow you to come in here and get in this room. If they haven't gotten alerted to anything too much, they'll have this conversation about a card game. And when they do that, they will eventually break up. And this thin guard will stay in the guard outpost. This heavy-set guard will move back here and walk out here where this whale oil tank is, which controls a pylon which is upstairs near that guard that we put to sleep. Okay? So as I said, you didn't have to sleep dart him. You can just not take out the pylon. And once you take out the pylon, you can just port up there or walk up there via the stairs and take him out. Either one works. Just gonna hang out here for a second. Wait for this guy to walk through here. He's gonna walk outside. When he does, just grab him, pick him up, set him down over here. Peek in here, see what this guy is doing, and disable your dark vision, re-enable your dark vision, and put on blink. This guy turns around very quickly no matter where he is. So it's important that you are able to move behind him very fast. We're going to let him make one more move. There we go. And we're just going to drop him right here. So once again, dark vision and blink for that guy. He moves real quick, and if you're not paying attention, he can turn around on you and spot you. So just keep that in mind. Alright, now that those are out of the way, you just did an awesome job. If you got to this point and you haven't been spotted, I want you to go ahead and save your game. Now that you've saved your game, I want you to head up these stairs. Now, these stairs lead you up to where the arc pylon is, and this guard that you just slept. His body has disappeared, but the guard that we slept earlier when we were on top of the guard shack is the guard that patrols this area up here. If, for whatever reason, you chose not to sleep dart him, it's when you come up these stairs, if you put dark vision on and this pylon has been turned off because you pulled out the whale oil tank, that you'll be able to take him out. I just took him out a little bit early because I didn't want him to see what we were doing. Needless to say, I played through this mission a few times and tried to figure out all the various guard patrol patterns and stuff to keep you guys from running into problems in your own games. Turn dark vision on, look up, and there is going to be one more guard floating around in here. We'll head upstairs. And I don't think we're going to catch him. Nope, we're not. Okay. So we're going to hang out here for a bit. Watch what he does. He's gonna walk back down the stairs. And you're kind of waiting for him to do that. It's because when he walks back up the stairs, that's the best time to take him. So just hang out here, watch him. That's why you don't take him in that room. And you're gonna let him walk back up the stairs. So as he's turning here, he's going to start walking back up. We're going to swing around, come up from behind him, and take him out. Just pick him up, bring him upstairs with you, set him down. Now, what I would like you to do from this point is actually lower or raise the drawbridge. It seems counterintuitive, but I assure you it is not. What it allows you to do is get on top of the drawbridge and avoid being seen. So it lets you get up here and allows you to move through here. I'm pretty sure we've collected everything that needed to be gotten in here. Yep, alright. Just wanted to check real quick before we move ahead. Got my list, I'm checking things off as we go. Just want to make sure didn't miss anything for you. Hey, once you get to this point, go ahead and get up on top of this. Go ahead and get in here. And take the whale oil tanks out to disable the spotlights on the bridge. Once you've done that, drop down here.
Well, there's nothing to do.
From this point, I want you to hit a blink down on this support structure. Just like that. Head down through here. Hit a blink up on top of this guard shack. Come over here and hit a blink all the way back in here. Just like that.
Blow off, chopper.
Once you've done that, you're gonna pop right up in here and you're gonna be inside Sokolov's house. Or the mid-row substation. Almost to Sokolov's house. Alright. Now once you get here, I want you to go ahead and save your game. Alright, now that we've saved our game and we've made it to the Orchid substation, we're gonna head in here. Gonna pick up a rune. If you're low on health at all, if you head back in here, you're gonna find an Sokolov health elixir there. Outside of that, make sure you turn on dark vision just so you can see where everybody's at. Equip your blink, head down here, and wait for that guard to eventually get out of that guard shack. Head up to the top here. Wait for your blink to come back. And then just drop in behind him. Take him out. Don't do the old fist bump with your sword. That's not a good thing to do. Drop him down. Loot him. Turn off the wheels. If you need a spiritual remedy, a little mana potion action there, you can get it there. Otherwise, hit a blink up on top of the wheel. From the wheel, watch where the guards are at. Hop down here. Take the whale oil tank out. Drop it. Hit a blink up on top of this. Hang out here for a second. Hit a blink over here on top of this light. Just like that. Once you hit the blink on top of the light.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Indeed, I believe so.
Indeed, I believe so. And then hit a blink up here. It's going to put you up into this warehouse. Once you get in the warehouse, there is a little bit of looting to be done here, I believe. Some food.
Help me!
Help me, the rats! They're coming for me! Oh! Alright, S&J health elixir, Sokolov's health elixir there that you can pick up. Otherwise, head downstairs. There's a bone charm in here. That's why we really wanted to come in here. We will go across the way here. After going across the way, we will make our
Find a way to
way
keep these rats off me so that I can get out.
down here. And then we will go straight across. Grab our bone charm.
Take care of the rats, please.
Take this body with you. It's not absolutely necessary. There is a body on the other side, but regardless, take it with you anyways. And then get back across. Pop over here, and I want you to hit a blink all the way to the other side. Now, if you drop the body down right here, you can play with the rats here, or you can play with them over there. It just depends on what you want to do. So there's a body. I'll show it to you. We'll just play with the rats right here. We'll consume some white rats, and as they're playing with the body, we'll play with the rats. Oh, the rats are dying. Consume another white rat, and eventually they will disperse. There we go. Rats have dispersed. Chat up the survivor, tell her it's okay to leave. And here's the other body that you could use if you weren't quick enough with that one.
I thought it was safe. There were rats. So many rats. Completely infested. I know some folks aren't superstitious, but I swear, the rats showed up after a man came through, waving around an amulet of some kind. It looked like it was made of bone. But he's dead now, like the others who were living here.
Everybody's dead. Alright, we're gonna head up here. And we are going to sneak, which doesn't really matter, but we're gonna do it anyways. Break out these boards, crack open the door, and we'll check one more time just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure we picked up the rune bone charm from this area. We did. Put our dark vision on, and we will just drop down in here, peek, watch for that guard, and slip into the north end. And once again, we're going to go ahead and save our game. Alright, now that we saved our game, we're going to head through here, into this apartment, close the door behind us, open this door up, close the door behind us, grab this body, set it over here, grab this body, set it over here, and we're going to turn around, open up this locker. It's not much of a locker, and we're going to grab some money. Once we grab the money, we are going to sneak and then interact with the sink. 1, 2, 3 times a lady, and I know. And they're going to be rats. Rats are going to feed on the bodies. Let the rats feed on the bodies, thin out their numbers. They eventually will stop feeding, and you can find a spiritual remedy, a mana potion, and a little bit of money. Once you have the money, head out of here, open the door, sneak, come around here, and get up on top of this. Get up on top of this, through here, sneak, head out here, and you're going to turn around and get up on top of this HVAC unit. Get up on top of this balcony, head inside here, and you're going to find a bone charm. Now, how did I know to turn that sink 3 times? Well, that's why you watch the video. I'm just that good. No. Honestly, how I knew is because if you come over here and get up on top of this... Actually, we'll probably get up on top of this. Yes, and get up on top of this roof. You're going to find a body with a little bit of money on it, but you're going to find this note that talks about a secret stash. Turn the old sink 3 times. Open some kind of secret door. That's what we did. That's how I knew about it. Oh, I should have... There's no magic left in the world after I ruin things like that for you, is there? Alright, well, you know, that's the kind of guy I am. Alright, so take note of this guard. Usually he walks from there, back here, leans against the building, then leans against the railing, and then walks further down here. As he does that, we're going to take him out, but it is a bit of a waiting game. If you get annoyed by that, you can simply use a sleep dart and sleep dart him. Either one works. I just hope that when he fell, he didn't crush his skull and die. We'll see.
She was easy to look at. Seemed nice.
If you do wind up wanting to just choke him out and you're patient, which I'm not right now, turn on dark vision and wait for him to walk back across. As he walks back across, you can get up on top of this, and then you can wait, and he will eventually turn around. As I said, usually likes to put his back against the building, back against the railing, and then turn and walk down here. On that move, that's when you come up here, make sure he's not dead. He's not, he's unconscious, and then you can come up from behind him and take him out. It's just a lot of waiting and waiting and waiting, and I didn't want to go through the effort of editing the video, so use a sleep dart or just wait for him, either one. However, once you get around this corner, equip your sleep dart one more time, crack this open. Hey, look, it's Sokolov. Sleeping. He's down. Now we're gonna head up around here, grab his key, come over here, unlock the door, grab our rune. It's all the runes. So we've got the bone charms, we've got the runes, we've got our one blueprint. There is one final painting to get, which makes this whole journey much more interesting. We're gonna drop him, well, we're not gonna drop him, we're gonna set him down here, and then we're gonna head in here, pick up a bunch of loot, and pick up the final painting. Alright, grab that, sleep dart refills, some bolts, more raw whale oil, processed whale oil, sorry, processed whale oil. Medicinal herbs. Now that key you picked up off his body allowed you to open the cell, but it also allows you to come over here and open this up, in which you find a bunch of gold. Very nice, very nice. Now I want you to turn on dark vision. Figure out where these guards are at. You would like this guard to have his back to the door. Sometimes he has his back to the other side, and you have to just kind of wait for him to move. If he's not moving, I have found that simply opening the door seems to encourage him to move. Sometimes. It's one of those things. We're going to wait for this guard to come back down here. If you don't want to wait on it, you can dip underneath these pipes and can wind up coming out from this side behind him and taking him out early. Whatever you're most comfortable with is what I suggest doing. Grab him. Either one works. You can wait for him to pass in front of the door and then take him right there. trying to show you a few different ways if you're impatient, which I am right now. I've been in here studying guard movements way too long today, so we'll take them out a little bit quicker than you may want to in your game. Hey, once you get to this point, go ahead and get up on top of this, I don't know what to call that. I would call that an I-beam. I don't know what I want to call this because it looks more wooden than it does metal. Once you get up here, though, you can come down here.
Whiskey and cigars tonight?
Indeed.
And there's a guard that will walk back through here. When he does, I sure like to get him and take him out. In order to do that, just port behind him, snatch him, grab him like this, turn around, right back upstairs with him, and we're gonna get up on top of this and put his body here. Now, there's another guard that likes to walk through here. You may or may not want to take him out. It's kind of one of those things for me, 6 of one, half dozen of another, as whether you take him out or not. Doesn't really matter all that much. But if you're trying to be safer, more safe than hasty, taking him out is probably a good idea. Alright, now we are going to have to wait on this guy. This guy right here will walk back up in here and stand. When he does that, we will take him out. I really like to take this guy out because we need to move down there and he can just see us, and if you try to take him there, there's guards that can see you, so just kind of wait for him to get up in here, pop down, choke him out, grab him. Now once you do that, there's a question about what exactly you're supposed to do with his body. Depending on where the maids are at, I like to kind of come up in here and see about getting back up on top of this superstructure. Superstructure the right word for that? I don't know. Get up on top of the pipe, come down through here, and we'll just bring his body over here and set it down as well. Okay, now he's out of the way. Once you get him out of the way, we're going to head right back down the same way we came. And depending on where 3 guards are on the very first floor, will depend on how long it takes before you make your move in order to do this next thing that we're about to do. We're going to teleport down here into this corner. And what you need to do is get down here. Turn on dark vision. And what you want to do is wait for this guard to move away and this guard to move away. If you're having trouble with that, or you're impatient, you can also use stop time to make this work. Stop time really helps a little bit later on with Granny Rags. Just one of those things. I'm going to take it now anyways, just to speed this up a bit, because as I said, I'm being impatient. Otherwise, you can wait for this guy to walk away.
Things are bad.
Like that.
Could the city get any worse?
And then you can swing over and grab this, or just stop time and grab it. Sometimes they stand there a little bit longer than they did right then, and it just becomes incredibly annoying. We're going to make our way back up top here. Careful as you turn the corner if the maid is looking at you. You really don't want her to see you. Turn dark vision back on. Alright, she's walking away, which is good. And then just blink your way back up on top of this. Once you get up here, you're going to go right back out the way you came. Up here. And you're going to hit a blink over here, or just walk over there and jump, either one. Down we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Alright, once we're out here, we'll just make our way back in through here. No particular reason for this. Now, if you did decide to use stop time there, Here's your spiritual remedy that will give you a refill so you're not low on mana. Gonna head right back up in here, and we are going to grab Sokolov's body and head down to Samuel. There is more looting to be done in this area. I am choosing not to do it. It's nothing game-changing in my point of view. We've gathered all of the bone charms, runes, blueprints, paintings, etc., so I'm not really interested in picking up random coinage. Alright, from here, you're going to hit a blink over to this balcony. From this balcony, you are going to make your way across. I don't think there's anything in this locker. There is not. Didn't remember there being anything in there. Now you need to take notice of where this guard is. I'm gonna hit a blink right down.
All the others.
Then right down here. And right over here to
The
Sam.
royal physician himself. You made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off.
Alright, so that wraps us up for this one. We are still on track for Ghostly Shadow and Clean Hands. As you can see, we picked up all the runes, paintings, bone charms, blueprints, which aren't noted here. The Outsider Shrine / bone charms are kind of wrapped up all into one. We did not get all of the money, but as you can see from the previous missions, that's just not something I'm going after because there is no achievement in this for picking up all of the money like there is in Dishonored 2. So, if you guys have questions, comments, or concerns, share them with me in the comments section below. But if you got anything out of the video, I sure would appreciate a like on the video or a sub on the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.